Welcome to r/Choosingbeggars, where choosing beggars steal from you and then expect you to pay them for it. To offer a little context, I'm 22, female, and a 2018 college grad working a pretty junior position in a university student finance department. The department is pretty small, about a dozen people including myself. My job is comprised of pretty menial tasks: data entry, responding to query emails, that sort of thing. Special enough to have my own desk, but only a small step above coffee order taking intern. And by God, the way this choosing beggar has treated me since I started the job in September, you'd think I was the unpaid intern. Choosing beggar is a woman in probably her late 40s, early 50s. May I speak to the manager? Haircut, super tall and skinny, a face like there's a bad smell under her nose all the time. She constantly and condescendingly refers to me as love or sweetie, but I honestly just think she doesn't know my name. I'm always friendly to her, but she still treats me like, I don't know, someone's teenage daughter come for work experience or something. Thursday last week, Choosing Beggar approaches me at the kitchen table, basically just a table at the back of the office where we have a mini fridge, kettle, microwave, etc. She puts her hand on my shoulder and fixes me with the tightest, fakest smile. Hey sweetie, I just thought I'd let you know you're out of hand cream. I frown, completely confused. I don't keep hand cream on my desk, and even if I did, I don't recall ever giving her permission to use it. Sorry, Choosing Beggar, I don't know what you mean. Again, that smile. The cream you keep in your desk, the Chinese one. My stomach drops. I know exactly what she's talking about. For my birthday in November, my Japanese friend, we met on a language exchange app, sent me a box of goodies, including this really nice, really expensive hand cream that you can only get in Japan. I've been keeping it at my desk as the office is air conditioned and my hands get quite dry while I work. That cream is a godsend, but since the end of January, the air conditioning's been out, so I've not been using it, wanting to save it up for when the air conditioning gets fixed and I really need it. It's also in a really solid tube, so it's nearly impossible to tell that it's been used without picking it up to feel how much is left. The cream in my desk drawer? The pink one? Yeah, it's empty. Can you get some more? I'm horrified. This lady's been helping herself to my things out of my desk when I've been out of my seat. I truly don't know how to respond. Why were you going through my desk? She straightens her back a little at this. It's not locked. It's not like anything in there is private. But it's where I keep my personal belongings. It's like if I went through your handbag without permission. That's completely different, she says. Her tone is significantly less friendly. Can you please just get some more hand cream? I had been so distracted by the thought of Choosing Beggar going through my desk, I'd totally forgotten the main point. No, it's from Japan and it's expensive. I can try and find it online and give you the link to order it, but I'm not getting more so that you can use it. Well, if you're going to replace it anyway, we might as well share it. You didn't even notice I was using it until I told you. Huh? I knew this woman had a superiority complex, but this is unreasonable. She wants me to replace it so that she can keep using it? The absolute audacity of this woman. I said no. I've got every mind to ask you to reimburse me. I'd barely used it and now it's empty. You used nearly the whole bottle. But you weren't using it. That's not the point, Choosing Beggar. For the first time in the conversation, I raised my voice, getting the attention of some of my colleagues. It wasn't yours to use, especially not without permission. I won't ask you to reimburse me because I can already tell you'll say no. I'll replace it myself, but keep the heck out of my desk. Did you not learn that in preschool? She bristles and quickly notices that people are staring. She's not too well liked in the office anyway, so I can see the cogs begin to turn as she works out how she can turn this on to me. Sweetie, that cream has changed my life, she says in this fake gentle voice. It's healed my eczema. It might come back if I don't keep using it. Okay, good for you. So order some for yourself. Just stay out of my things. Before she could respond, I just walked away with my now lukewarm coffee. I ordered a new hand cream that night and considered sending her a PayPal invoice for it, but I thought that as the first one was a gift, I wasn't technically out of pocket. I just felt sorry that my friend's present had gone to waste. Fast forward 8 days to yesterday. Choosing Beggar turns from the mini fridge with a death glare and announces to the office, "Somebody's eaten my yogurt." No response. Everyone kind of glosses over her BS at this point. She fake clears her throat. Ahem. Somebody has eaten my probiotic yogurt. Then a voice. My hero. A guy in the office we'll call Dave. He's 6'4", average build with a huge dark beard and glasses. Kinda like a bear. Stoic, quiet, keeps to himself. Well, you weren't eating it. Choosingbeggar's face twists into the tightest glare I've ever seen. Excuse me? You didn't even notice it was gone. It must have been okay for someone else to take it since you weren't eating it. There's a few small snorts of laughter. I'm holding my breath to keep myself from bursting out in hysterics. What kind of backwards logic is... Another coworker, also male, he speaks in a crude imitation of a woman's voice, fake sincere. Sweetie, that probiotic yogurt changed my life. It healed my eczema. The whole office begins to laugh. Choosingbeggar's face goes bright red and her mouth starts twitching at the corners like she wants to either cry or yell. But she doesn't have a foot to stand on. She went out for lunch and didn't come back. We heard later in the day that she'd called out sick. When I got home in the evening, I found an email letting me know she'd PayPal me some money for the hand cream without a message. It only covered the cost of the actual cream, not shipping, but I was grateful. I was just an intern in her eyes, so I could never have convinced her to pay me. But to have her equal colleagues on my side shame her like that was more than enough. I'm so grateful to them. They can use my hand cream anytime they like. Well, fear not, OP. Not only do you have 2 coworkers on your side, but if you find this story and you scroll down, you should see about 500,000 to a million or more other people who are on your side. Let me speak on behalf of my subscribers when I say we are so glad you got petty revenge against that entitled Choosingbeggar. Hello, this is blank. I need your Netflix password because it doesn't work anymore. How did you get my Netflix password? I changed my password because it kept kicking me off when I wanted to watch because other devices were watching. And no, you can't have my Netflix password. Why are you being such a jerk? You don't need all of it for yourself. I said no. Middle finger. And on that note, it would be fantastic if you could email me your Netflix, Hulu, Crunchyroll, and bank account login information. I mean, you're not so selfish you need all of that for yourself, right? A few years ago, a workplace acquaintance called me around midnight sobbing that her parents had kicked her out because they didn't like her boyfriend and she needed someplace to stay for a few days while she sorted it out. I, being a young and naive fool, offered up my place, a 1-bed, 1-bath apartment that she had been to before. She arrived about 2 hours later, her car filled to bursting with all her belongings. I knew immediately I had made a mistake offering up my place and that she had no intention of staying just a day or two. But it being 2 a.m. and me being spineless, I decided to let her stay the night and then tell her she needed to find another place in the morning. I gave her the go-ahead to use my shower and did what I could to make the couch into a comfy bed. When she got out of the shower, she saw that I had made a bed on the couch in the living room where my dog's crate is also set up. I don't like dogs. Can you put him outside? Well, I don't have a yard and it's 20 degrees outside, so no. But he'll be in his crate all night and won't bother you. Can't you just put him on your balcony? No, he can sleep in my room tonight though. It'll take too long to move his crate into your room. I'll just sleep in there and you can take the couch. Oh, he can just sleep on my bed with me. It's no big deal. Why can't I take your bed and you sleep on the couch? I would rather sleep in a bed. Yeah, I would too. So I'm going to sleep in my bed in my apartment. I don't want to sleep on the couch. Look, it's almost 3 in the morning. You can either sleep on the couch or find a hotel. Well, I want the bed tomorrow. We'll talk about tomorrow. The next day at work, she referred to my apartment as our apartment, and I told her she needed to find somewhere else to stay. She proceeded to ask me for money to rent a hotel room, no, and told me she liked my shower products and I should give her the extras she saw I kept under my bathroom sink as a consolidation gift, no. She ended up moving back in with her parents, who apparently didn't actually kick her out, but had just told her that if she and her boyfriend lived at their house, then they needed to contribute to the bills. Swiggity swagger, I'm a choosing beggar. Swiggity swag apartment, give me your apartment. I am an international student who moved into off-campus housing. It is an apartment complex with studio apartments, single tenants, occupied by almost exclusively students at the university a couple of minutes away. The day after I moved in, a guy, the choosing beggar, knocked on the door. Following was the interaction. "Hello." The choosing beggar shows me his phone. "Is this your Wi-Fi?" Yes. "Is it fast?" "I guess it's 60 Mbps." "Oh, alright." "Huh? Okay, give me the password." "What? I don't even know your name or who you are." "I am choosing beggars from downstairs. Give me your Wi-Fi password." "I am sorry, no." "But my friend used to live here before you and he let me use his Wi-Fi." "I am sorry, I can't." "The previous tenant moved out a week ago and I haven't had Wi-Fi. Give me your password." "I am sorry, but the answer is still no. I need my entire bandwidth and I work from home and need a private network for my research." The choosing beggar gives me the stink eye. "You have 60 Mbps and can't even let me use it? Stop being selfish." First of all, you didn't even ask me politely or offer to share the cost. Even if you had done that, as I explained, I can't share my network due to privacy concerns. That's it. The answer is no, and that's final. Bye. I close the door to his face. I see him walk away after a couple seconds of standing at my door fiddling with his phone, trying out passwords. There is no way he could guess because he had not even asked for my name, let alone my random generated password. I had put in a strong password and Mac ID filter. Basically, I need to approve the device before it can even connect with my password, so I knew there was nothing to worry about. I saw him every now and then for the next semester, and he gave me the stink eye like I stole his dog or something. After that semester, he moved out and I never saw him again. So, you know how some people say that houses are haunted, and before people buy the house, they get warned like, "Oh, you should know, some people say this is haunted, so maybe you don't want to buy it." I feel like people should also get warning if like a choosing beggar lives next door, so it's like, "You should know this house is haunted by a choosing beggar." Ooh, give me your Wi-Fi password. "Hi, is this the free tutoring service? Hello, please respond." "Hello, my name is blank, and yes, I can provide 2 hours per week to students in the blank if they have a learning disability." 2 hours is not enough. You should be ashamed for not helping out those in serious need. Unfortunately, between my job, school, and internship, it's all the time I have available. I take on 4 students and I am already tutoring 3. I can't devote more than 8 hours per week. I just don't have the time. If your child has a qualifying disability, you can hire a tutor up to $20 per hour and the government will reimburse the cost. Would you like more information? No, I didn't want more information. I want you to devote more than 2 measly hours so that my daughter can actually graduate. Hi, I'm sorry this service doesn't meet your requirements, but it's something I do on a volunteer basis with my free time. I have had enough of your lies. I will be reporting you to the dean. Good luck saying goodbye to your precious job and career. All the success in the world will not make you a better person or help you with yourself if you can't give time to those in need. This guy is giving up 8 hours of his week to help these kids, and this choosing beggar is upset at him because he's not giving more than that? That would be like going to a soup kitchen and yelling at them because they serve soup instead of lobster. A few years ago, I had the pleasure of working with Kim. Kim had an administrative job at our shared place of business and we worked together for about a year. She wasn't a great employee, mainly due to attitude and a constant stream of missed time for assorted reasons, most of which seemed to be BS. Kim eventually found her dream job, which we discovered after she failed to call or show up after 3 days straight. We parted amicably enough, even allowing her to resign to avoid ending things on a negative note, and that was the end of that. In Kim's absence, Lee had been promoted and quickly proved to be excellent at the job. Consequently, we weren't really all that excited when Kim reappeared about a week after her departure, sobbing and begging for her job back. The dream job hadn't been very dreamy after all, and she was running low on funds. Moved by her pleas on behalf of her children, the manager agreed to bring her back on a trial basis to fill the vacancy left when Lee was promoted. It was a step down from her previous position, but it was immediately available. A short, very blunt conversation ensued when she demanded to know why she couldn't just have her old job back. We explained again that the position had been filled and that the entry-level spot we were offering was the only thing available. We pointed out that she'd been a no-call, no-show, and that she'd burned a lot of bridges with the company by the poor way she'd handled her departure. The offer of any position with the company again was a kindness, pure and simple. She then said, "Well, the only reason I came back was because I'd figured you'd miss me and want me back. I don't really think I need to take a step down. Do you?" This resulted in a long silence. I was on the verge of telling her to just forget it when she got up to leave. She seemed to sense she was pushing her luck and said, "I really appreciate the opportunity. Maybe some doors will open for me and I will be able to move back up soon." Whatever, I half expected her to blow it off and just never come back. She came in late the following day and accomplished almost nothing. Instead, she divided her time between hovering over Lee and hiding in the break room with her cell phone. After being asked repeatedly to return to her work, she abruptly left without a word. The next day, she didn't come in at all, and we left a voicemail at the end of the day informing her that her employment had been terminated and that her final check would be mailed. The following day, she arrived bright and early and demanded a meeting with the manager. Upon being told she would not get a meeting and that she was not welcome on the premises, she threw a massive tantrum in full view of the office. She said that it was unfair that we'd taken her job away and given it to Lee, and that she had kids to feed, and that we needed to be nicer. We explained that she wasn't entitled to the job and that she had squandered all of her bargaining power by walking out twice. Furthermore, the job was taken. It was Lee's. She then dropped her purse along with the immortal line, "So just fire her so that I can have it back." It was one of those moments that just sticks with you. We were all kind of shocked at her audacity and single-minded selfishness. Lee was really uncomfortable, as you can imagine, and quickly left the room. Without saying much of anything, I picked up Kim's purse, handed it to her, and walked her out. She sat outside for a long time, then left. She called back 6 months later and asked if we were ready to give her a fair chance. We declined. Let me apply this Choosing Beggars logic to my line of work just to see how crazy it sounds. If there are any YouTubers watching this video, I demand that you delete your channel and send all of your subscribers to my channel, because clearly I deserve them more than you do. Swiggity swike button. Be sure to hit the like button. Swiggity subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe.